Greetings, Earthlings! Welcome to RFF Picks. Today I have a correlated Counter-Strike bet for you this is going to be Monday, April the 29th. Obviously, this slip did not go very well. We went 1 out of 5, or 1 out of 6. We went 1 and 5 with this slip. But I say it every video, I feel like y'all get annoyed at me, but honestly, like, for real, this is showing correlation. I say it all the time. We're on the wrong side, but the plays are correlated within themselves, right? What we're doing here is we're pairing up opponent with opponent, opponent, right? So we had both of these guys hitting the more. They both went less. These we had both going less. They went more. And then this one went 1 for 1. But I think I'm thinking about headshots a little bit. I might kind of stray away because I think kills are a little bit better. And if I deem necessary, I'm starting to think that I might like sway away from headshots. The other thing too about headshots is that it's very hard to tell how many headshots a guy has, so it's kind of hard to keep up a little bit. But if I see like a line that's super off, I will still probably take it. But if I have a choice to take between kills and headshots, I'll probably do kills. But headshots are kind of the same as kills for the most part. Obviously, there is a little bit of variance when it comes to headshot or getting a kill. Like I said, I mean, if we're just on the opposite side of the slip, we were going to hit a 5 out of 6, right? So you got to take a little bit out of plays like this. Like they are showing correlation. Once again, we haven't hit a play in the past like 2.5, 3 weeks, but 3 weeks ago, we did hit 2 plays in a row for $1,000. So I'm still steady on my bankroll. I'm doing still very well on that. These plays are still very difficult to hit. These are 6 out of 6 plays. These are going to be, 25x payouts when you get paid out. So whenever I won, 3 weeks ago, pretty much back-to-back plays, we had $2,000 to work with. So after that, I had 50 slips to keep pushing and trying to hit these plays. And in the long run, we should see positive net worth out of these because I really, really do like these Counter-Strike plays. I know, the past couple ones there, we've seen a lot of red, and I do have a lot of new subscribers, and I feel like the subscribers at the beginning, y'all kind of understand the thought process, y'all are with me, and then some new people, they showed up and they haven't seen our victories in early April, right? And so, we move on. That's kind of what I take from this slip. There is correlation. We were on the wrong side. We want these couples to be in the same direction, whether we're on the right side or not. So here's our Real Friends community. We have a Real Friends in Football channel on YouTube. We started that 2 years ago. Initially, that channel was supposed to be a gambling channel, but we shifted it towards this general football. We tried to do a ton of like gambling videos on there. It wasn't getting a lot of views, and so then we were kind of doing these other videos and just testing out YouTube because me and Miles were new to YouTube at that point, and then we saw some videos just start popping off. So we started making like general YouTube on football, and I feel like football in general is a lot easier market to go, and like gambling is like its own niche. Like you have all these people that watch football, and then there's these little amount of people that gamble, and I feel like the gambling community is getting bigger and bigger, especially when these new states are adding new sports books and allowing it. It should be legalized within every state, honestly. I don't know why they aren't allowing that to happen, because there are, I don't want to get political, but whatever. So I feel like they should be legalizing gambling throughout the United States. But why we started this channel is because I want to try to educate people on how to win, how to beat the sports books. If you can see below, I am up 500 units in the past 3 years through sports gambling, 7% ROI, over 7,000 bets. Once again, this is not like a get-rich scheme. I know a lot of y'all out here are flaming me pick by pick, blah, blah, blah. But if you can see below, I have made, in the past 3 years, 7,000 bets, and I'm up 500 units. So there's obviously going to be less winning slips than there are going to be losing slips, right? Or there's more losing slips, less winning slips, because each slip I give out is a 6 out of 6. And so these likelihood of these 6 out of 6 happening is still very slim. But what we want is to get, to increase our odds of winning these slips, right? Me and Miles kind of started this RFF Picks channel about 2 months ago, right when the Super Bowl ended, and I feel like I kind of I not kind of like I do understand how to beat the books now. Like I understand the thought process. We do a lot of EV betting here. We do a lot of correlated betting, a lot of betting. And I know some of the comments y'all have put out there. Oh, this guy's not doing well. Blah blah blah. You know, I don't trust you with this pick. That's fine if you want to do that. That I'm not forcing anyone to make these bets, but there is a situation to where we're buying low on some guys, right? They could be kind of cold, but you kind of want to buy low on them because they could have the better game, and we don't know when that's going to happen. So that's kind of why these sports books are placing these bets at a low rate, because they don't think they're going to do hot, but we can bet the over on them. So yeah, that's kind of the thought process for that. I do a lot of EV betting, like I said, and then I do villain betting as well, which is kind of like EV betting most of the time as well. But we continue. So we did start our Instagram RFF Picks. I believe that is now at like 160, 170 followers. And I did add this over here to the right because earlier today I was working like an hour on this 90-second video that I made on TikTok, or not just TikTok, all throughout all of our social medias. But TikTok is actually popping off pretty well right now. It's up to 93,000 views, and I posted this about 6 hours ago. So this is awesome. Like I feel it's really good to have. This is like unrelated to gambling, but whenever I create something and there are a lot of people watching it, whether it's like negative or positive, to me it kind of makes me want to make videos. So like me seeing that video get to 93,000 makes me want to come on here and make a gambling video. You know what I'm saying? Like if my work is getting shown, then I'm more willing to come on here and do stuff like that, because this is a huge passion of mine. Like I love talking in front of the camera. I love helping people gamble, win, teach them the ways, whether it be like a small amount of learning that you do here or a ton of learning. To me, that if you can take away a little bit, that's enough for me. And I've talked about it in other videos. At a bare minimum, if y'all can come on here, just like, comment, share with your friends, subscribe, anything, like across all of our platforms, Twitter, Discord, even if y'all want to get in the Discord and start talking about gambling, anything you do, the way that social media works is if there's a lot of traction, they start pushing it out to more people. So we really appreciate all the people that have subscribed to us and comment. We get a lot of good comments, especially on the RFF Picks channel. So what this video was on TikTok, at least, that I was working on today earlier, and it took like an hour to make this video, and we'll see. Maybe this video hits like 1 million views. That'd be amazing, because we definitely get paid out from TikTok on that. But I made the top 5 steals in the NFL draft. So my favorite picks, like in the later rounds of the NFL draft, Spencer Rattler was one of the guys that I actually really do like, that got drafted by the Saints in the fifth round. I don't know how many people out here are watching football. I don't know if you're just super into esports or just in general sport. To me, I'm into every single sport: esports, football, baseball, basketball, soccer, everything. Like I love just the competitive nature behind it. So I did some my 5 picks on the NFL draft, and I was watching that shit for 7 hours on Saturday, and 3 hours and 3 hours the days before. So a lot of my weekend was just completely watching the NFL draft. But now we are getting back into esports, because I feel like Counter-Strike is during the week, and that kind of excites me. It's weird because I was looking at all the lines within my computer and just looking at Underdog, looking at Parlay Play, looking at all these other books, and I'm like, oh my god, they're all generated. I can give plays out again, because I feel like there weren't a lot of plays to give. I even said that in the YouTube video yesterday, that I had to pick between like 3 different games, and there just wasn't a ton to work with. I still like the play enough to give it out on the YouTube, but sometimes you can get a little bit better if there's a more variety of games to work with. So here's our winnable. I've kind of talked about that at the beginning. What this is, it's an easy way to get plays from us. So earlier today, PrizePicks offered a Booker discount and a Bradley Beal. So this is going to be NBA. I feel like they feel bad about the tacos, because I think the tacos went like 1 and 2. And so they've been giving out a ton of discounts. Always take the discounts. Any of those discounts gets posted on our free plan. Every YouTube video gets posted on our free plan. And then if you want to sign up for every single one of our plays, that's going to be the MVP plan. That's going to be every single bet that I make outside of the free plan will be posted on the MVP. If you want to sign up for that, that's going to be $150 a month or $50 a week. If you want to sign up for the free version of that, sign up or type in code RFF at the checkout, and you get $0 for the play, or for the month, sorry, and you can cancel that as well. So here is going to be the play. I really, really do like these plays because I think they pretty much just got generated, and hopefully when y'all see this play, they haven't shifted, but a lot of these lines are super good, especially at the top here. Surreal and Sound, I was looking at the other sports books, and they're offering it at like 30.5. And so the ability to get a guy at 33 rather than 30, or get it at 33 rather than 30.5 is crazy. That's a 2.5 kill discrepancy. And so, you know, a lot of these times these guys are sitting around, you know, right here. We've watched games to where we barely hit it or we barely lose. And so 2.5 kills is just mega crazy. And not only do we have the ability to get that line at a, you know, a higher amount, but we're also correlating the bet, right? So what we're wanting for here is for the game to be completed very quickly. Obviously their kill totals are very high. So I believe that PrizePicks is assuming that these games are going to be back and forth, but it kind of goes back to that villain mentality that we're hoping that this game gets completed very quickly. And then at the bottom, these two, so we're going 2, 2, 2. So Eyeballers is playing Guild Eagles, and then Permita and Amcall are playing in each other. So what we want in these games are for the games to go very long, drawn out matches, right? So the way that Counter-Strike works, I feel like a lot of y'all kind of understand or know the scene already, but map 1 goes best of 13 games, and then map 2 best of 13 games. And so what we're wanting for here is for these Moors is we want like this 13 to 10, 13 to 9, to where back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and these long drawn out games to get extended, because the more time that these guys are on their computer playing the video game and in the match, the more opportunities they have to get kills, right? So that's kind of how the correlation works. And then on this top play, sorry, my washing machine just went off. But at the top play, we're going for the less, right? So we want this game to be completed very quickly. So the ability to pair up these opponents together in Counter-Strike, to me, I said it at the beginning, I say it all the time, is very, very strong. Like, we see payout shifts within other sports because PrizePicks is understanding that we can beat them and get small advantages here. Even in League of Legends, they are kind of... they're kind of payout shifting it. It's not too much. They only do 24x instead of 25, so not a lot. And by the way, I got a comment out there that said that I don't know League of Legends, which is baffling to me. I do know League of Legends. I've been playing the game for 13 years of my life. I'm a diamond jungler, not meaning to flex at all, but I have been playing the game. I've probably watched like 1,000 games, especially on League of Legends. Counter-Strike, I have been picking up more recently, maybe the past like 6 months, and I do just have a general idea of like how the game works. I haven't played it. Like, I feel like Counter-Strike, I've watched a ton more than I've actually spent within the game, but I have been watching it. I do understand how the game works and all that kind of stuff. So just want to say that because the League of Legends thing, that one hit me a little bit. But this is going to be the play. I'm going to post this on the Winnable. Best of luck. I'll be posting plays tomorrow on the Winnable because a lot of lines have been starting to generate, and Monday rolls around. And best of luck, and see y'all tomorrow.